Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome in to Aadfedbea's weekly tarot forecast. Um, we're just gonna get right into it. Let's see what's going on for the collective that is listening at this moment. We have the Eight of Swords jumping out here, the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Two of Swords, Ten of Cups in reverse, the Moon card, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Okay. So, as I'm shuffling, I'm hearing the word retribution, okay? There could have been a situation for whoever's watching this. This may be something that Spirit is saying some of you guys remember specifically, like you could actively be working towards trying to get some sort of recompense or retribution from something that happened to you, okay? Now, this something that happened, what I always tell y'all, like, it's going to be different for everybody, okay? So you're going to know intuitively if this is for you, you know, which situation Spirit could be highlighting here, okay? Um, I do try to call in this energy for things that could be happening within the next 7 to 9 days of whatever time and space you're viewing this. But again, just take it how it resonates. Don't get too connected to the timing of things, okay? Because time is an illusion in itself, so we can't mix that sometimes with the spiritual unless given specific instruction to say, like, okay, yes, this is for you within this amount of days, right? But for some of you, you'll see, okay, maybe the next 7 to 9 days will pass, and you know the energy may not reflect what's coming out in this message, but just understand that there will come a time where you know it will be reflective of wherever you are on your journey, and understand that this information is still going to help you as well too, okay? The Seven of Swords in reverse is letting me know there's definitely going to be some things that are being revealed, okay? um I do get the heavy feeling for quite a few of you that, you know, some of these things you don't know, right? Because the Two of Swords came out after that, and this person is sitting here with a blindfold on, right? Like a lot of these things, the Moon card is here, which talks about hidden energy. This is Pisces energy as well too. I'm recording this during a Pisces season, but it doesn't have to be for this to be relevant for you. But whatever has been done in the dark, for the dark, on your behalf, something is significant as well too, and not on your behalf, but yes, on your behalf. Like you didn't ask for this, but you know, whatever was done here, right, was in connection to trying to prevent you from having something that you truly deserve, something that you worked hard for. And for some of you as well too, this will correlate with messages that I've given before when I talked about, you know, for some of you as well, it's not so much about like how hard you worked, but it's about the good seeds that you were still sowing in the moments where this energy was around you, right? Whether this be the person who was saying these things or creating whatever these blockages were or attempting to, or this is just like multiple people, right, that are in this same energy or that have been at a certain point in your life. Some of you guys too, if you have recently like had a memory about a certain situation, and it may have been something to where you either felt like you didn't get closure, or it was like, I wonder what happened with that, because it was supposed to go this way, but all of a sudden, this. Or I was supposed to be connected to this person, but all of a sudden like something happened. And but whatever it is, it could have been something to where you felt like you lost some momentum here, right? Because no matter what you were investing, time, energy, effort, thoughts, planning, it still was all valuable to you. So I feel like this next blessing that is coming in towards you here is very much correlated to that past energy. For some of you, it is, something in particular that may have happened recently that's like, quickly about to reveal itself, or clarity is about to come through. But like I said before, for others of you, this may be something that you don't remember, or you may not have known happened, but you're about to find out. And Spirit said to remind you that not only are you about to find out, you're going to find out, and still be able to receive, whatever harvest that came from these seeds that you sowed here. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of y'all you won't see this coming. There was the 4 cups that fell on the ground. I'm put it back in the deck, but this is a confirmation of what I just said. This may be something that you don't remember, or you didn't know that was going on. Maybe something that was for you, or an offer that was going to be made to you that you didn't know about. The Lover's card just came out here. This could be, a literal receiving of a relationship for some of you, or somebody, trying to block it. Something that was trying to, be prevented in the past. And the Knight of Pentacles, right, can represent this energy of, it's still a noble knight. It's still a person that is, focused on completing the task. But this is the knight that moves slowly, right? So, again, this gives me that energy of long overdue, right? Even when I use the word, recompense. Years worth of gain all at once. And this is the night that will go the long way, or reroute, itself to prevent running into whatever these traps were, that could have been set in place of you. And this message will really resonate with people who are leaders, okay? It doesn't matter in what capacity, or if you're working just for yourself or with the organization, but if you have people that you are advising and working with every day, right? You have a family that you are leading. You have organizations, like I said, of your own and things that you're running, right? You understand this type of behavior, right? Because as many people, the one thing that I always think about, right, when you think about Jesus, as when Jesus was coming and preparing for the death and resurrection, right? When he first came, there were so many people that were just laying down the palm leaves and worshiping him and celebrating him. But on the flip side of it all, there were just as many people who were screaming like, crucify him, and betraying him. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be a split role for people who are way makers or light holders, right? Leaders. And a lot of times we have to face injustices, but also respect the position that we're in, and understand that we can't always respond how we want to. But the point being is that even though you may not have been able to respond, in that moment to whatever was going on, or even just express true human emotions, right? Because you were diligent about the bigger picture, right? Let's get done what needs to be done. Spirit is saying that there's something again that's coming full circle for you. And I'm hearing Spirit say that it will reflect, for those of you that know what this is, or what this could be about, it will reflect what you thought it was going to be in the past, but it's going to be so much better. Okay, like the so much better is the part that's really going to catch you by surprise, because like I said, for a lot of you, you know what this is because you've been actively calling it in. For some of you, it's been as simple as you pleading for justice in the situations where you did not get what was promised to you. Yeah. And now it's coming to a space to where, yeah, it's coming back. The Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. I love this. The Six of Cups, again, is the card that talks about past energy. So I'm telling you, like, there's an agreement or an exchange that you're about to receive that's going to make up for whatever did not happen. Specifically did not happen in the past where you knew that it should. And like I said too, this Lover's card also represents an agreement, but you have to take it how it resonates. For some of you, again, it's as literal as a relationship, right, that could have been being blocked from you, or blockages in a relationship that's clearing up now. For some of you, this is a big contract that has to do with like your career, right? An increase even more in your leadership role. Okay, a round of applause to you. But it's a big adjustment either way. Like whatever it is, however it's manifesting in your world, like it's going to be a big adjustment. Now it's going to bring a lot of balance as well too. Four of Wands here. And I'm also hearing, I glitched for a second because I'm hearing as I'm talking at the same time. But I'm also hearing like a lot of stable relationships around you, right? Like I know that everything that Spirit leads me to do, down to the timing and the order of things, is always strategic. So starting off the year, we were really, diving into the relationships conversation. And if you haven't tapped in, please, what are you waiting on? Okay. But yeah, like the relationships that are coming into your world, or even just the agreements, right, that will lead to more relationships. Like everything is giving stable balance. A lot of 2s and 4s here. A lot of even numbers. So there's definitely a full circle moment. Yeah, the King of Swords just came out. And this could be one of those people as well too, that could be coming into your life, to present one of those stable connections or contracts of some sort here. Yep. Look, and the other two cards that flipped over, it was the Queen of Swords and the Sun card. I'm telling you guys, like, take it however it resonates. But when I say balance, there's something that's being balanced out. Checks and balances, numbers, right? Things are being balanced at this time. So I want to ask, are there any closing messages for this? Yeah, you got another King of Wands coming out here. So that's another person coming into your world here. the Two of Wands, you will have some big decisions before you, okay? Whatever area this message is applying to in your life, that's the area for sure that you can expect to have to make some big decisions, and maybe even quick decisions as well too. Because the Wands is fire energy, right? Like it's quick movements, quick choices, but confident all the same. But look, the Justice card just came out here. So it's like, again, the balance. And there's scales on this card as well. So the balance that has to happen now, that I'm hearing Spirit say. Some of y'all could have been losing sleep about this. Like, especially if you are in the side of the conversation to where it's like, oh, I know what this is. I asked for a sign and this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, whatever had you up like this, like this justice that's coming in, it's about to make it all right. You switching 1 9 for the other 9, okay? This is the 9 of Swords, but this is the 9 of Pentacles. I love that for you. Judgment card at the bottom of the deck before I shuffle. Anything else they need to know, need to do? Make sure that you are keeping an abundance mindset always here. Because it's giving very quickly. It's going to go from this, feel like you're struggling, to I'm super good. I'm super good, okay? And for some of you, you're really going to be able to sit heavily in this energy because, like I said, you've held faith for this. Confirmation with my phone going off over there. So if this is one of those things where you have been very, very relentless about your faith, and knowing that, you know, whatever this blessing is that we've been speaking of is coming in, it's like, yeah, I see God being very proud of you. Yeah, I see God being very proud of you, because it really does give like an outward display of knowing that God will always work things out for you. Not just saying it, not just singing it in a good church song, but knowing that, becoming a living witness, right? That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Some of you guys are going to take a lot of pride in whatever it is that's coming in. Yeah, look, King of Cups coming out here. You're going to take a lot of pride and feel a lot of positive emotions around this contract or these contracts, right? Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Everything new. Everything brand new. You're going to feel so much pride in it because you knew all along. 3 of Cups. You're going to be celebrating this very soon. Okay, so live with the expectancy, right? That any day, look at that, the Death card, sudden change. This is the card that means sudden change. Any day. Star card at the bottom of the deck. Any day, I can wake up and everything is different. Everything is exactly what I asked for. Everything is copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is everything. It can happen. Tell yourself that every night before you go to sleep. Go to rest on that energy, okay? The horn blew outside, confirmation. So, yeah. But understand that judgment, right? On the flip side of things, if whoever tried to get in the way of this, whether you know who this is or not, it is their time. It is their time. Okay? I love you guys so very much. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please send me an email. And I'll talk to you a little later. Peace.